Hi, Dr. Schrois with Mystical Professor. How are you doing on this Friday? Good, I hope. Just got on here real quick to talk to you about the power of emotions. As you know, it's been an ongoing debacle about The Feeling is a Secret, written by Neville Goddard, which I will be recording and recording while reading and uploading as soon as I get a chance. The next book I'm reading is Prayer, The Art of Prayer, because I personally haven't read that book, and I have that collection of 12 different books, and I'm looking forward to recording all of them and uploading them for your convenience. That being said, let's get into the power of emotions, because, you know, the research backs Neville up, guys. You can believe all these manifestation gurus that claim that emotions don't matter, but they do. Neville proved it time and time again that feeling was the secret, and at the very least, to embrace or embody an emotion of relief. So I just did a lot of research in the Bible, and the Bible tells us, oh God, there's probably 100 scriptures denoting different types of emotions to be, to be slow to anger, and to give it all to God as well, to trust in the Lord with all your heart and not lean on your own understanding. Rejoice in the day that the Lord has made. Being slow to anger, and that way you can be stronger in understanding, in a sense. So, and we already know the fruits of the Spirit are, self-discipline, patience, kindness, goodness. Those are all emotions, right? So we've got a Bible telling us to not fear either. It also tells us not to fear, and to take confidence that God, you take refuge in God. Remember, guys, God isn't mocked. He knows the difference. He knows that if you're being genuine or if you're doing it just to try and accomplish something. He knows the difference. If you don't believe in God, well, you got the universe, infinite intelligence. Same thing. It's gonna be the same, guys. Okay, because it's law. It's not only spiritual law, but it's law of assumption, law of attraction, and let's not forget it's law of spiritual law. Okay. So that being said, here's the other factor. The third part is, so we've learned it from Neville, we've learned it from the Bible, and guess where else we've learned it from? Science. Like I tell you guys, and I got on here telling you this in the beginning when I started recording and uploading videos, that being in a positive emotional and psychological state will produce positive results. Okay? It will. It's unequivocal. And now we've got all kinds of neuroimaging scans that have proven what I'm saying. So we've got the research, we've got case study after case study, we've got neuroimaging scans of the brain being in a positive emotional state, whether it's happiness, joy, thanksgiving, gratitude, pretty much the same, love, harmony, peace, right, is going to produce a positive psychological and physical fact, as well as, of course, our law of reversibility, or inverse reversibility, same thing, okay, because that's what Dr. Joseph Murphy said. But it's still the same thing. Basically, it's law of reversibility. Okay. So, like I told you, I know this doctor. He's a friend. I've known him for a very long time, and he just walks around smiling. That's all he does. He just walks around smiling, and that's the key right there, because you doing that and you embodying that positive state is only going to benefit you. That alone should make you smile all day, every day, because God sends these challenges to you, or universe or divine spirit, wherever you want to decide to call it, universe, to help you grow and expand. Okay? Not only that, you, again, I know you hear me saying this time and time again, you don't know that if what's happening out here isn't a result of leading you up to the fulfillment of your desires. Because you're the one that assumed something. You're the one that put yourself in a state not knowing. So now you know that when you put yourself in a state, evidence is going to follow. Okay? And the most important, one of the most important scriptures that I found today was, and I used to hear Neville say it all the time, that, you know, the sufferings that you're going through do not even compare to the glory that you're going to experience. And, you know, of course, you don't know that. I don't know that. Neville knew it because the Spirit spoke directly to him. He was declared mad. But no, this isn't something just for the mystics or for the happy at heart, as they as they so say. This could be you. If it's hard for you to embrace a positive state, tell yourself it's easy. Go to sleep assuming, even Elmer Locker Jr.'s grandfather learned that as one of Neville's feistiest students. His goal was to prove Neville wrong, and he came back proving Neville right. And he would say, if you go back, he's got an upload here on YouTube. He even said, at the very least, go to bed, go to sleep, happy. Just, you know, or in a peaceful state of mind. So there's power in emotions because, and it's the feeling that you want to embrace if you were living your desire or your desired reality right now. Because your energy, and you're trying to align with that, right? So that you can experience your desires. So it's important to understand, if you're following Neville to a T, you have to incorporate my emotions, the emotion that you would be feeling if your desire was an objectified fact. Evidence always follows. You're always ahead of your evidence. It's the law. But that's okay. If you want to experience, now you understand the key principle here. Feeling is the secret. If at the very least, feel an emotion of relief, okay? Or peace, harmony. But personally, if you want to manifest fast, if you're doing a visualization, imagine yourself in that emotional state that you would be feeling if it was already an objectified fact. You'd be happy. Or if you were like Neville leaving the island, you'd be feeling mixed emotions, happiness and sadness, or sorrow at the same time. Because sadness, he was leaving his family, a large family, on his home island, but happy because he was meeting his deadline to get back to New York City and eventually Milwaukee to attend a lecture or whatever he had scheduled. I don't know. But the point of the matter was, he manifested that in less than 24 hours by simply sitting in a lazy chair. God, I'll get it out, guys. I apologize. By simply imagining himself walking up a gangplank, seated in his easy chair in his hotel room with his eyes closed, feeling those emotions, those mixed emotions, while he visualized himself over and over again till he felt so self-satisfied and he no longer did it again. In less than 24 hours, the shipping company went ahead and allowed him to have a ticket to go home, okay, for him and his daughter and his wife. All right, you can do the same thing. It's all the same. Whether you're manifesting money, whether you're manifesting an SP, whether you're manifesting a job, whether you're manifesting a new home, a car, I don't care what it is. Okay, even better, a new car. Smell that leather. See yourself with the individual that you'd be in the car with, listening to the music, having fun, singing. I don't know, I sing in the car. Do it. It's not hard. Put those imaginary hands in front of you. That's that simple. Okay, because guess what? It has no choice but to externalize out here because it's law. The science proves it. Neville's proven it. The Bible proves it. Neuroimaging scans prove it. Okay? So the evidence irrefutably has shown that there's power in emotion or emotions. So remember that when you're visualizing, and don't forget to incorporate your deep breathing. We as humans tend to breathe too fast and too shallow. It's important to deeply breathe. Okay? That way that oxygen is getting in that brain so that your intention is getting impressed upon your subconscious mind so that it's reflected out here. Okay, and I haven't forgotten the collaboration with Pierre Eddy. We decided to do it next Friday. And that way we know there's hopefully no glitches again, and to give us some time to get our stuff together. Not that we really need to, but give us a break for today, because, you know, it's a lot of work doing these lives. It's a lot of work to do these videos. So I'm also willing to accept any subliminal requests and any content requests. And please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. But it's important that you know the truth, and you're hearing it right here from me, your favorite YouTube professor, Dr. Shroyce, with Mystical Professor, that emotions, there's power in emotions. When you're imagining your desired or your desired reality, and you're visualizing in your imagination while deeply breathing and embodying the feeling that you would feel if it was true. So if it was a problem, obviously it would be a state of relief. If, like I said, if it was your new car, you're going to have somewhat, I would think, but I don't know what you'd be feeling, because it's got to be natural to you. Personally, I'd be feeling some sort of, you know, excitement or happiness or contentment. And like I told you, there are at least almost 100 different scriptures in the Bible that discuss emotions. The shortest scripture in the Bible is Jesus wept. Why? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And there's forgiveness all through the Bible. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and imagine your best life now. All right? I love each and every one of you, and I assume that you're living your desired reality and have that which you desire, because I want to see you succeed. And that's what this is all about, is helping you succeed, incorporating the research, incorporating Neville, and as well as the Bible. All right? Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.